10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all. Sky Life is back, you guys. Thank you for coming back to Sky Life. I am your host for today. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and make sure you have the notification bell pressed for all so you can get notifications for when I go live and also do videos. I hope everybody is doing well. Hey, DV Wow, what's going on? Today I wanted to do, because I came on, I think it was an evening, and talk about a couple of talk shows, but it's really all topics. But I wanted to talk about a couple of talk shows that I watch, and I really watch more than this, like, Law and Order, CSI Vegas. Let me see, what else do I watch? I mean, my DVR is always full. I always have to like take stuff down. I'm trying to think what other reality shows. I think I'm gonna start watching the Bell Collective, and what else do I watch? Oh, of course, the First 48. Y'all know I love me some First 48. Atlanta Homicides. I love good mysteries. I watch See No Evil. I mean, it's a whole bunch of things that I watch, but I wanted to come on earlier to see if some more people wanted to come on early and have conversations about any of the topics. Also, I enjoyed talking to Dana Chi-Town and Miss Lady T. Dana gave me a new perspective on some things that I really hadn't paid attention to. And you sometimes you forget because people have to understand their perception is their reality. So he brought some things up that I definitely want to go back and talk about. Hey, Miss Lady T. So, everybody, please hit the like button. Moderators, please have the people hit the like button. Keep up with the likes for me. So I wanted to start off today and talk a little bit about, and if someone wants to come up, let me put the link in the. And again, this is all topics. If anybody's in the chat want to come up and give an update or share anything, you are welcome to do that. Okay, so I put the link in the chat. I wanted to talk about the TV show first, Snowfall. And anybody's. I want people to start coming out the bushes too. We got too many people in the bushes, and also make sure you are subscribed because I will be putting my chat back on subscriber mode only. Okay, I'm trying to give people a chance to come out the bushes and say hello and be more comfortable on the channel. But yeah, make sure you subscribe because it will be put on subscriber mode only very soon. I wanted to talk to you guys about the TV show Snowfall. And a lot of times people that make these type of shows, they get a lot of pushback because they think that a lot of producers are trying to glorify the situation and basically monetize the situation. But whenever you make a good show, it's going to make money. So I don't even know why they put the monetization issue on there, because that's just like any other filmmaker when they do it. So in regards to Snowfall, I don't know how many of you have seen it, but that show, if you get a chance to watch it from the beginning, those people who are a little bit older will be able to tell you that that show really shows how the crack epidemic started, infiltrated, and basically diminished the communities, the colored folks community. I mean, it hit all communities, but I was privy to see how it affected the black community, because I live in a black community. But that show really portrayed how that whole thing took effect. Now, did I know about the piece with the CIA? Absolutely not. That's something that you find out later on. But as you talk and do research and you hear um, the investigators and people talk about what was going on and how it happened, um, that there was government influence in the whole epidemic. So if you do get a chance to watch that, please do, because it is definitely, I feel like it's a historic piece in which you will get some insight, because some of you guys are young. You all, got the back end of it. You saw the guys balling and the guys making money from it, guys going to jail from it. And some of you guys just didn't see any of it. You have no clue about that time. So if you get a chance, I mean, and really pay attention, because it was all over the United States was affected by that narcotic. So and I don't even know if I can say that word on here, but when you get a chance, please watch it. What I also wanted to talk about, how the young man in the program Snowfall, Saint, how he at the end, from the watching from the beginning of the program to the end, how at the beginning he wasn't even into having a lot of money. He was a regular schmegular guy, just going about his way, trying to come up like any other, colored man in the world. But by the end of it, his infatuation, his drive for money, and it was almost like a sickness, like the want, the need, and the greed to have more had completely turned him into a different person. Now, I've never been a person that has had millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Is that what happens to people when they get that much money? Do they get, even with demonic and want more? I don't know. I just don't see me being like that. I just want enough money to be comfortable, you know. But please watch it, because now I did see, and I said that before on the first time, I did see um guys have they generated a lot of money. Okay. They generated a lot of money from during that era. Okay, and selling it. A lot of people died, and a lot of guys got a lot of money. Men, not just men, women too. It was women that were on too. So, but then there was also a downfall, because there was a situation just like in Snowfall. People started using their own product, you know. You remember how Biggie used to say, don't get high on your own supply? We call it, well, I should say I call it a monkey selling bananas. How are you gonna sell a product, and it's something that you using to live off of? A monkey selling bananas. But that was it's just interesting. And it was so, because even now, like, and I have to mention a young man who's playing about a Jay Moran guy. I think he's gonna turn out like that. Like, he's got all these millions of dollars. And I'm telling you, when those guys have money, you can go to the mall with them, whoever's in the group. They will buy clothes for everybody, shoes for everybody, um, go out to eat. They treating everybody who's in the group, even if you don't even know the guy. If you just own the vicinity there at the time, they are treating everybody. Okay. So then, nine times out of 10, either they get killed, or they get hooked on their own drug, or they go to jail and come back, and all their friends are gone. Nobody putting any money up for them. There is no connect. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no money sitting nowhere, and they completely fall off like this guy Saint did. That's why I really want you guys to see, like, that's real life. They really did some good plot and theme on that show. Next, if anybody wants to come up and say anything about any of these programs, or you welcome to come up. It's all topics day. Um, Now, in regards to, uh, I got to call out Levi too. Levi, if you in the chat, I want you to come up and give us some Kale's info. I have a question. If you in the chat, um, Power. What I like about Power, the show Power, I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. Actually, put a one in the chat if you all have seen any of these programs. Have you seen Power? Have you seen um Love and Marriage Huntsville? Have you seen Love and Lockup? Do you all watch any of these shows? Like, y'all give me some feedback. Which shows do you watch any of these shows? I'm just curious. What did I say? Power, Snowfall, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and um what's the other one? Love After Lockup. Is everybody in the bushes? Like, come on out the bushes. What the heck? Maybe I should go during, look, lunchtime. Oh, one for power, and I got to get that channel back for Snowfall. Okay. Well, thank you for saying something. I'm like, everybody else must be in the bushes, and I don't know. Come out the bushes. I need people out the bushes. But let me go on to power. So, what you think about power, DV? Do you think like I always wonder? You know what? This people not even used to me coming lab this early either, and people are probably at work because most people work 8 to 5 Central Time, and um, I really got on the phone. I wanted to come during like from 12 to 1, because you can catch people on their lunch break and stuff like that. But it's okay. They're catching on the back end. But right when Ghost got killed, I'm with you, DB. When they killed Ghost, and they telling me they're trying to tell me that Ghost is not dead. They telling me that Ghost, what they say, Ghost was found by I forgot the other guy's name, and I like him too. The son and somebody else, and they found him. I thought he was dead though. They had the funeral and everything. You said they be at work watching. You say no excuses. I hear you. I hear you. So they be at the job watching, sneaking. But so I like Mary J. Blige's part, and I guess in some people's world, all that killing goes on. But I mean, in that show Power, I mean, it's a lot of killing, y'all. It's a lot of bodies and conspiracies and a whole bunch of stuff going on. But I like the show because I've been a Mary J. Fan. Since I even heard of the woman, I was a fan of hers and her acting. I just love her. But it's a lot of killing though, y'all. That show has a lot of killing going on. But I was just wondering, like I asked the other day, do you think that she should have killed her husband when he made a mistake and killed her son? You know, because I mean, I don't know, that just seemed cold blooded. But at the same time, he was being dirty, trying to kill her boyfriend and made a mistake and killed her son. So I was just wondering what people thought about that. Hey, Elvira. She said, I still call her son Bobby Brown from the New Edition stuff. Yes. And actually, that's one of my baby daddies too. He's looking cuter now. He was looking I ain't then, but they got him looking cute in this show. I promise you. And he sure did play Bobby Brown, the wild one. I like his character too, because he's like that boy, he just don't play. But it's sad though, because when you look at how people are moving and whacking folks, I probably shouldn't even say the KIL word, but um taking people out, and you put that into real life, it's sad, because in certain times, in certain places, certain situations, it is that much killing going on. But I mean, I don't know. It's a lot. She said that part was messed up. Yeah, it was messed up. Don't make me jealous now. You so funny. I promise you. But it's just, I don't know, y'all. She killed him, and then I guess her son killed the guy that killed him. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much killing, but it's interesting. Um, and I just with the son. What's the little boy name? Did you say his name Tyree? Is it Tyree? What's the son's name? Ghost son's name. He's something else. That little boy is really something else. I don't know if he's gonna meet his own demise, but he's doing a lot. He's in a lot, doing a lot, mixing up a lot. But it's I guess it's good mystery. And the show does give you cliffhangers. It keeps you hanging on the edge of your seat. So, I did like that. So on to marriage. What's the show? Not marriage. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I definitely just wanted to talk about uh Melanie and her ex-husband. That guy is really a piece of work. Martell, he really you said you gave me my name, boo. Wow, wow. The daughter died way too early. Yeah, she did. But I think she had to really put a dramatic effect on there. Hey, B White, that anybody can really get it. And I have to remember that too. The notifications have to go out, and it take a long time for those notifications to go out. And I only got 1,000 people. So imagine a person with 1,000,000 subscribers. By the time the notification goes off, the people are off the show. You didn't watch none of the other shows? Okay, yeah, the other one, um, Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's kind of like a reality TV show. It's all right. It's just about a group of people in Huntsville, Alabama that are well to do, um appear to be in the upper echelon of life, millionaire status, and their relationships and how they engage with each other. And it's a guy named Martell. He was married to a lady named Melody. They had basically a construction company together, and they were making millions. And he decided to cheat on her with the jump off. And while he was cheating on her, I guess the wife Melanie got wind of it, and she was giving him time to shake the jump off, you know what I'm saying, and let him be done with her. He would come back and tell her he was done with her, and he was lying. So he would be done for a short period of time, and then I don't know how, if the girl would call him or he would call her, but then he would hook back up with her. But the way Melanie describes it is that she gave him like 5 years to get rid of this jump off. And it turns out with Martell, and this all commentaries alleged, with him continuously talking to this girl, he gets her pregnant. So he has a baby on his wife and family. And he already has what? One, two, three kids at the time. And the wife was pregnant with the fourth. I think that last baby is almost close to age to the jump off's baby. So eventually, especially once she heard about the outside baby, Melanie divorces him. And now Martell is trying to be controlling, trying to from what we're hearing, he's being controlling and trying to see who she's dating, because basically he realized that the girl is a jump off, and that uh he wants his wife back. Okay. So he's still in love with his ex-wife, and he's supposed to be dating Sheree from Atlanta Housewives. But Melanie was she's a pretty solid individual from what I see. And they were well to do. They were making millions together. She was clearly the brains behind the operation. She's the one that had the credentials for the construction, building, licensing, and everything. And he decides to pick up some chick. That's what guys do, though. Guys will go out and find some girl who is less than, um, And I ask my friends about it, and they say because sometimes they stroke their ego and they feel like they are like almost saving the hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, not the jump off. They're saving the thought. You see what I'm saying? And the girl stroking their ego, happy to see them when they come, do what they say. They're obedient, subservient, all that type of stuff. So, it's just interesting, how that happened. But now, after he's had impregnated this girl, was jumping around with this girl for 5 years while he was married. Now he's divorced. Now he wants his wife back. I don't understand that. I want to understand, men, why do you do that? Like, why do you all push a female like past her limit and then reach for her to come, reach to bring her back? I never understand that with guys. Like, you keep going, and you push us away, and you push us so far that we can't come back for the sake of our ego and respect and level of integrity. Like, y'all just do too much sometimes. It's crazy. Yes. Now I wanted to that's what I wanted to talk to Levi about in regards to see if, dropping those Minnesota charges, see if he had any input on that. Cause I wanna follow up on that and see. Yeah, a bust down. She was clearly a bust down. And had the nerve to have an attitude, a home wrecker. Just pitiful. Like, I don't know. That's just a sad existence to be like you sleeping around with the guy, destroying a family. Because that's what women act like they're not a part of that, but they are a part of that. You're a part of that equation, whether you like it or not. Because if you're not there, that guy is not engaging in that activity with you. Now he might go somewhere else and engage in that same behavior, but you are included because you're engaging in the activity with him. I don't know why they think they could separate themselves and be like, well, he's the one married. Yeah, but if you respect the sacrament of marriage, which you clearly doesn't, you know, it's just, I don't know. And I don't know. Then for him to have a baby by her, that was just woo wee. I tell you, that's why I'm good on all that. I'm good on the kids, and I think I'm good on the marriage. I don't know. The marriage might still be there, but I gotta be in love, y'all. I mean, if somebody gotta really come in and swoop me off my feet, cause I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, come out the bushes, y'all. Hit the like button. Everybody, please hit the like button. But let's wait till more people come out. Shoo. These people ain't coming out. I'm gonna be off by the time they come out the bushes. I promise you. But yeah, I don't know. I don't I my my threshold line is cheating. And that's just how I'm built up. Now some women, they always say, well, that's because you don't have kids. I disagree. Because I don't care if I had kids, didn't have kids, that is still my threshold. See, some women don't have a line of no return. They have no boundaries. They have no structure. My life is very structured. Um, and I know what I could accept and what I won't accept. And that means that line is clear. It's not blurry at all. Infidelity and cheating is that's a no-brainer, because it's not just infidelity and cheating. When my core principles that I want in a man is loyalty and commitment, you cheating does not uh coincide with that. so so you gotta go. Okay, you mean you gotta go. I don't know what else to say because, and it's just the fact of it's the how dare you factor. Because I'm a real cool person, you guys. If it gets to a point where you don't want to kick it with me or be with me, you could tell me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all right. I might be my heart might be hurt for a couple days or a week or until I find the next man if I want the next man, but give me the opportunity to, say, okay, I'm not holding nobody hostage ever. Okay. I'm not thirsty for no man and I'm not holding no man hostage. Okay. So if it comes down to that, then just say your piece and exit out. Don't take me on an emotional roller coaster, hanging me on, keeping me on while you doing stuff on the side. But see, the whole thing is this. I also want the guy to create a stable foundation and an empire. So if you aren't even able to keep your physical activity in control, you definitely not going to be able to handle the position in the empire to be able to sustain it. So all of that goes in one with me. But it's just not going to work. I can't do fidelity. I don't care if I had 10 kids and he cheated. I'm sorry. He's out of there. And I'm definitely not gonna have him around where he gonna be showing that an example to any kid that I have. I'm sorry, that's just not me. That's not the type of woman I am. I'm about because that's once again a liar and a thief. You cheating is lying to me, and you're stealing from my emotions. And if I had kids, from the emotions of my kids and the family, so it's just not gonna work. Divorce would be imminent. Okay, and that's just what it is. It's not even up for discussion. But you women out there, each to your own. And once again, talking to some of my guy friends, that their perspective and the way they telling me is once they do it, they're really trying you. Because if you go back, or if you let's say they don't tell you they cheating, and you know about it, and you acknowledge it to them. If you acknowledge it to them, now this is what my male friends tell me, okay, my friends. If you acknowledge it to them, you have to be prepared to either hurt them real bad or leave. Because if you don't, 9 times out of 10, if you just say, okay, it's all right, baby, we'll work through it, he's gonna do it again. Okay, he's setting you up for it. He's testing you to see what you're gonna do if he cheats. He's testing the boundary. He's testing you. Okay. And that is what my friends told me. So if you know your guy is cheating, and if you want to stay with him and have a little bit of respect, don't even acknowledge it. Don't even let him know that you know he's cheating. Because once you do, you got to get active. You got to react. Okay? That's what I was told. Now maybe I'm wrong. He said scout trying thing. He said, I agree with you. Or someone putting their hands on a woman. They're part of not hands. Hold on. You are a player. If a guy takes you on a few dates, where would you like to go? Um, and somebody's going to cheat. Let me tell you this. Now, hands. Now, we don't do hands and feet. I don't do hands and feet at all. Like that better not come in the equation. Okay. I don't even want to say too much about it, but absolutely not. Do you know how, well, men are so powerful and strong, they could literally like knock you out with one punch. I mean, there's some women that can knock you out with one punch, but if a man takes his full force and knows where to hit you, he could literally like knock you out, cause brain damage, These women that get beat, I can't relate. I can't relate. There's nothing in my childhood that tells me I'm supposed to accept that behavior. Um in my raising, I've always been taught to have my own. And in my raising, I saw my mother be the pretty much dominant person in the relationship. So and she's always had her own. She's always been an earner and a provider, as well as my father. So I never, I don't, I don't see, there's nothing in my makeup that tells me I'm supposed to accept that behavior. Plus, I don't like pain. I don't like to be hurt. And I'm not good in to hit me. I don't let no regular people hit me. So why am I gonna let the guy that I love reach out and touch me? I don't know. That's just not in my makeup. Not to say each woman to their own, each situation to their own. But I'm just explaining to you guys my situation. There's nothing in my childhood, my growing up, my anything that tells me I'm supposed to accept that behavior. And I don't want to accept it. I don't want to be hit. I don't want to be hit by a female. I don't want to be hit by anybody. So I'm just sorry. I'm not doing it. And not only that, I'm gonna get my lick back. Okay. Now, if you a tough target, trust me. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get my lick back. But most times, I'm the guys that I meet and talk to, especially later in life. When I was young, I did have one guy try and get rowdy. He was trying it, but he knew I caused them the police too. He knew that too. Police on deck. Okay, he knew that too, but he also knew I had male friends who would get active. So it's a couple things that he knew, but at the same time, he knew I would, it was gonna be some activity. All right, let me just put it like that. So, but yeah, he tried to get active, but no. And most times, I get my bluff in, and it's not even really a bluff. I just command respect in relationships. That's why I'm when this whole thing with the Kells and these thoughts, I command respect in relationships and situationships, whatever it is. I command it. You know, you're not about to become, B word. You're not about to be mistreating me. That's just not how I walk in the door. Okay. And if I see any signs of that, and plus my ego, everybody got an ego. My ego would just be like, boy, bye. And I'm gone. I've never been pressed for a guy. I've never been thirsty for a guy. And I would love to have a one that, meshes with me, but if it don't happen, guess what? Y'all see me. I ain't missing no meal. I sleep well on my Stearns and Foster adjustable mattress. I work, what I'm saying? I'm an earner. I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying my bills. Now, granted, I would love some help paying the bills and keeping the car up and all that stuff. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm not pressed, but no hand throwing will be going on. Okay. And you going to jail. Now, if you one of them guys say, yeah, I could go to jail and do okay, then be prepared because that's where you're going. If you ever get to the situation where you decide to take off on me, okay, I'm not playing that. But those are the two things that shouldn't happen in a relationship. You right. You are definitely right. Facts. If you're not going to leave, just wait. You will eventually get fed up and leave. Yeah. You probably would beat the hell out of a dude. I believe you. You know what? I'm a very strategic person, DV. But if it's like a rumble, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like if it's going down, like right now going down, like he is really like attacking me, then yes, I'm gonna defend myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna stand ground and I'm gonna do the best I can to defend myself. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. But if it's a situation where I could get out of it, because sometimes I've seen female situations where they can't get out of it. I mean, the guys on them, like pinning them down, dragging them. You know, they trying to crawl away. He's on them. Like you can't get away. If there's a situation where I could leave and another day, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Weapons around will travel. You know what I'm saying? Lick back in order. I don't know what else y'all want me to say, but yeah. Uh-huh. You know? And it's just all in how it's set up, y'all. But I don't play none of that, and for the women that do, I pray for you because that's a horrible thing. Like I had my friend just like grab my arm and it hurt. You know what I'm saying? It hurt just the grab. And I can't imagine a guy punching me in my face, in my head, in my legs, in my body. Because they say a lot of abusers will beat your body up because they don't want to, they'll beat your chest up and like your legs so you can cover it up with pants and stuff. They won't hit you in your face and everything so people won't know you getting abused. Like, oh God. I don't know. I just got to change the topic because even thinking about it is just horrible. It's horrible. But yeah, it's nothing I would sign up for ever. And I don't recommend any woman sign up for it. Have your own income, have your own cash flow, line of money, whatever it is, you need to have it because when you dependent on anybody, it's gonna be some dues for you to pay. Okay, I pay dues to no one. Okay, but the Lord Jesus Christ, thanking Him for giving me the opportunity to earn my own. Okay, and Uncle Sam, the tax man. So, hey, big baby Pernell, did I miss her? Hey, big baby. I see red flags. I'm done. I promise. I'm done. Had my share of ignorant females. Man, and that's another thing. It's my friend, and then I'm gonna tell you this. My friend told me the other day, and I was shocked. He dropped my job. He was like, "Girls are liking the golden showers now, y'all." I said, "You lying?" He said, "Yep, they liking the golden showers. That's what's going on." I'm like, "What?" I know y'all ain't trying to do chaos like that, and people trying to act like 30 years later y'all about to be into the golden shower. But right now, people are into anything. Okay, they accepted anything. That's why it's shocking for him to actually be under the gun and the guys that he's under with during a time where people are doing everything, have no structure, have no morals, no integrity. Everything is at its lowest point from my perspective. Okay, that's just how I see it. I mean, I've never seen so many stores begging for people to work, so many people doing robberies and theft and really think it's okay and are doing that to survive. It's just amazing to me. But it is what it is. Also, what? Let me see. Can I find that clip? I think I played it on. I did. I played it on. Let me see if I could share. It will be on my community channel. Let's see, share screen. Y'all hold on a second. Let me see. Can I go to YouTube? I will have to go to my channel, I think. How do I go to my community board? Okay, your channel. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is hold on. Let me pull it up on this. Okay, yeah, I can see me. So I could watch what's on there. All right. This is my channel. That's why you need several monitors. I just ordered me some monitors too. Okay, let me see if I go to my community chat. You guys, this is my channel if you haven't had a chance to see it. Community. I took down the message to the addicts. And listen to this. I think it'll let me play a clip.
4 people are now charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Chicago police officer Ariana Preston. Police say the group had been on a crime spree before killing the officer. Fox 32's Joni Lum joins us live from police headquarters with the latest. Joni?
Hello, Sylvia. Investigators had to work through their sorrow, and they say that community involvement helped them to make arrests and stop a crime spree that victimized women alone before it ended with the fatal shooting of Officer Preston. The offenders are teens: 19-year-old Travell Breland, 19-year-old Joseph Brooks, 18-year-old Jaquan Buchanan, and a 16-year-old male. Police say at least 2 of them shot at Officer Ariana Preston when she was returning home from work at 1:42 a.m. Saturday. Police say the 4 offenders were traveling in a stolen red Kia, and they were looking for people to victimize. They allegedly committed multiple crimes before ambushing Officer Preston.
As Officer Preston was returning home from her tour of duty early Saturday morning, 4 offenders pulled up in a stolen vehicle. The offenders quickly exited the vehicle and ran towards Officer Preston while armed. An offender fired at Officer Preston, who returned fire. The offenders continued to shoot Officer Preston, and offenders stole Officer Preston's weapon before all offenders fled the scene in a stolen vehicle.
Her last arrest that evening, even the arrestee, once finding out the news of what had happened, she wept. But that speaks to the credit of Officer Preston.
Commander Pendarvis says that the charges put police on a path to heal from the loss of this star officer if they can ever get over their grief. The officer's weapon was stolen. It has not been recovered. That stolen car was set on fire, and those 4 offenders are going to be in bond court at this hour. Reporting live at police headquarters, I'm Joni Lum. Back to you.
All right. 4 people.
Okay, now let's talk about it. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let's talk about it. Can you guys hear me? Okay. That's what they'll do. And we're going to play it one more time because I want you guys to hear the details of this. Okay. Because I want you all to understand that I'm not lying to you when I tell you what is happening in these streets in Chicago. These little boys, Pookie, Ray, Day Day, and Lamont were going on a crime spree. Did y'all hear the ages? 19, I think it was 18 and 16. First of all, where's your mama at? Why you ain't in the house reading the book? Going around doing a crime spree, y'all. Riding around cutting up. First of all, stole the car. Okay, peeled the car. Riding around doing crimes in it. And you decide, and you out at 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, I don't know if they followed her or just happened to be sitting on the block and pulled up on her, but ran down on the lady. You know, when a person run downs on you, you're going to be scared. You know what I'm saying? Ran down on her and engaged in a gunfight with her. Wind up killing her. And I guess they took her car. They did say she returned fire. I just wish she'd have hit one of them. But yeah, took this lady's life. And did y'all see the pictures of them? These young boys, remember what I told y'all these young boys to do? What does Sky Life say? They gonna blow first and think about it later. That's what happened to this young police officer. She was 24 years old in her prime, didn't even live her life, you guys. And I hate to get off the topic, but I just had to, this is just something that's bothering me. And the age of these boys, and there's no father figure in there, nobody telling them, giving them any guidance or anything. It's just pitiful. Hey y'all, hey Lil Mac. They dropped the Minnesota case. Yes, I'm pretty sure you guys are already another victory for Kels. Yes, and we are happy about that. Hey Justin Shelton. And we definitely gonna talk about that. Yeah, she was pretty. Hey, Mark Quinn K. Yes, where are the parents though? Once again, where are the parents? Now, understand this, and this is the problem with the Kels case. You will have people see the situation that I just played, right? And their first statement is going to be, where are the parents? But for some reason, all these scholars and educated people and all these mathematicians and analysts cannot understand that the parents of Jane Doe number 5 are responsible for her behavior as well. Why, y'all? How come in a death or a robbery or a carjacking, it's clear that people want to know where the parents are? But when it comes to the Kels case, it's blurry. Are the parents responsible for the minor or the minor responsible for the parent? Huh? They questions, it's smoky, it's blurry. They can't figure it out. Why? It's the same thing. The same questions you ask, like, where's this little boy, these 19-year-old, 18-year-old, 16-year-old minor, where his parents are? It's the same question you should be asking in the Kels case. Why you ain't holding these parents responsible? What are they doing outside at 16 at 1 a.m. shooting somebody and taking their gun? Sky, check out Godfather, Harlem, Mayor of Kingston, and I watch Your Honor, Justin. We shall. Okay, when that comes back on, we are talking about that. Now, I don't know if I saw Godfather Harlem. I might have Mayor of Kingston. Okay, let me write that down. But oh yeah, Your Honor. Oh my God, we'll definitely be talking about that. That's one of my shows. It is. That is one of my shows. Hold on, let me change this page over. That is one of the shows. Y'all, I got my notebook. But yeah, I'm gonna play it again while I'm writing this down. Wait, Godfather. And Mayor of Kingston. Yeah, if you all haven't seen, that's on HBO, I believe. If you haven't seen Your Honor, you better go get caught up. You talking about good conspiracy, hanging on the seat, all of that. You got all of that. Okay, let's play it again. Because I want and listen to the details of this. Okay. Listen to the details. Let me go back and play it.
Are now charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Chicago. 4 people are now charged with first-degree murder in the shooting death of Chicago police officer Ariana Preston. Police say the group had been on a crime spree before killing the officer. Fox 32's Joni Lum joins us live from police headquarters with the latest. Joni?
Hello, Sylvia. Investigators had to work through their sorrow, and they say that community involvement helped them to make arrests and stop a crime spree that victimized women alone before it ended with the fatal shooting of Officer Preston. The offenders are teens: 19-year-old Travell Breland, 19-year-old Joseph Brooks, 18-year-old Jaquan Buchanan, and a 16-year-old male. Police say at least two of them shot at Officer Ariana Preston when she was returning home from work at 1:42 a.m. Saturday. Police say the four offenders were traveling in a stolen red Kia and they were looking for people to victimize. They allegedly committed multiple crimes before ambushing Officer Preston.
As Officer Preston was returning home from her tour of duty early Saturday morning, four offenders pulled up in a stolen vehicle. The offenders quickly exited the vehicle and ran towards Officer Preston while armed. An offender fired at Officer Preston, who returned fire. The offenders continued to shoot Officer Preston. An offender stole Officer Preston's weapon before all offenders fled the scene in a stolen vehicle.
Her last arrest that evening, even the arrestee, once finding out the news of what had happened, she wept. But that speaks to the credit of Officer Preston.
Commander Pendarvis says that the charges put police on a path to heal from the loss of this star officer if they can ever get over their grief. The officer's weapon was stolen. It has not been recovered. That stolen car was set on fire, and those four offenders are going to be in bond court at this hour. Reporting live at police headquarters, I'm Joni Lum. Back to you.
All right. Four people.
Okay, so dumber, dumbest, and the dummy, they didn't even get our car, y'all. They got our weapon, hopped out on her, gunfight, and stole her gun, and then wound up burning the stolen car that they had. They didn't even get her car. I mean, she was 24. Okay, and the reason why it's also so profound to me, like I told you guys, I grew up on 90th and Dorchester. She got killed on like 81st and Blackstone, so that would be one block up, 8 blocks over, 8-9 blocks over, going north. And it's just sad, y'all. It's sad, and let's go. Hold on. I want y'all to look, because you all think I'm playing when I say this stuff.
Are now charged with Preston killing the slide
sorrow, and the women offenders Brooks, Travell Breland.
Look at him. Look at they ass. Now this one right here, he looked like a goofy. He don't look like a killer, but this one right here, Day and Rico, these look like well-known killers. These little boys look like they have been in the system. They look like they are familiar to the streets. Look at his ass. You can look at a person's ass and tell if you need to run, hide, or get out of there. And I'm laughing, but I'm very serious. This one just looks like a goofy. Okay, he probably was the driver. He probably didn't even jump out and do nothing, but he gonna be the one that's gonna be the girl in prison, because he already looked like a female to me. But yeah, these two right here, baby back. And there's many more like them, y'all. Okay, this is what you facing. People like this. That's what you facing. Yeah, and he got tats on his face. Boy, sit down. I'm sorry, he looked like the goofy to me. I could be wrong, don't know him, but that's just what from my sight scene. He don't look like he the heavyweight in this situation. Look at these two, thick neck, look like they've been to prison, look like they already know we got to get our weight up because we're gonna have to fight when we get in jail and prison. He only look like he been there. I promise you. But that's all. We're gonna take Chico and Ray Ray and Man down. It's sad. Oh, and let me see if I can find another one for y'all. It's another one I saw that's let me see if I do stop sharing. Oops, I ain't mean to do that. Hold on. Go back to YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all give me a second. It's another case that had came up. Let's see. Human trafficking. One second, Sean. It was a case that was happening. I should have put it up when I first saw it. Oh, wait. I think this is it. Okay. Now, listen up. Y'all be thinking I'm telling stories. Listen up. Once again, commentary on Sky Life done the Sky Life way. Let's see. The one in the middle looks like he just don't give a damn. Yep, exactly. And the one next to him too. I feel like the one next to him too. I heard that in Chicago you can choose your high school. Absolutely not. They wait, let me not lie. When I was growing up, no, everything was by district. So if I wanted to, my parents put me in a private school. Now, if I wanted to not attend, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't even get a chance to hit the mute button. Hold on, because I might have to sneeze again. Hold on. Sorry about that. Um, if I didn't want to, if for some reason I got put out of private school and couldn't attend, my neighborhood school was I want to say Calumet High School. So it's districts. You see what I'm saying? Everything is chopped up based on the area you live in. You have to go to the neighborhood schools. That's why a lot of these, if you ever hear these guys saying that they were having problems with gangs, and you just can't switch schools unless you have a problem. Like if they kick you out, then you can go to an alternative school. But no, based on the area you were in, that's the high school you had to go to. Same thing for the grammar school. So in my area, it was McDowell, then it was Caldwell, and then my neighborhood, I believe Calumet was our neighborhood high school. I wanted to go to CVS. I was crazy. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want to go to my bougie upper echelon private school. I wanted to go to the public school with the rowdy kids and be rowdy and fast and carry on. You see what I'm saying? So it never happened though. But I felt CVS was closer to me than Calumet was. But no, that was not my neighborhood school. I believe Calumet was. Now, Marquin, it might have changed. But I know back then it wasn't happening. You were going where they had whatever was in your district, that's where you was going. Right, or schooling zone. You got to be a part of that district. So is it the same way, DV? Are they still got it set up the same way where you can't switch schools? Because I had a lot of high schools around me. I had CBS around me. Down the road was 125. Calumet was close. Hyde Park wasn't far. Kenwood wasn't far. University of Chicago wasn't far. Bowen wasn't far. I feel like no, I wasn't that close to Bowen, but I don't know. I feel like I was closer to them than Calumet. But yeah, it was a lot of high schools around me. I could have went over on the east side and over there by Commercial. There was some high schools over there. But yeah, to my understanding, it's zoning. Okay, so I want y'all to watch this clip and listen up. While you want to talk about R. Kelly and all these R. Kelly is the monster, he the number one monster, and he's the number one person that has done all of the abusing in Chicago and Illinois. There's no other predators out there. Catch a whiff for this. I want y'all to watch this. This is what I'm talking about. Real trafficking, real victims, not somebody going off trying to play like they looking for a come up, okay? And they trying to get some fame, money, and prestige. I'm not supporting that. Look at what a real victim looks like. Hold on, let me get this thing set. Y'all make me so sick when y'all sit up here and play like these women really had a problem. Go sit down. You ain't seen a real victim. Now watch this. I'm gonna show you a real victim. Sick of y'all. How do you hit play? Okay.
Who is a sex trafficking victim ends up in the home of a man convicted of multiple crimes. The foster dad now charged. CBS 2 investigates a 16-year-old foster child who is a sex trafficking victim ends up in the home of a man convicted of multiple crimes. The foster dad now charged with running a prostitution business out of his home, the same home where he was supposed to be caring for her. How can this happen? CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini continues exposing a pattern of failures with DCFS.
This can't happen anymore.
Brenda Myers-Powell fights to protect human trafficking victims. She's outraged to learn DCFS approved sending a teenage sex trafficking victim to live in this Chicago apartment building with a man court records describe as a habitual criminal.
I don't want to say the word on TV. Look, this was a screw up. And people need to be held accountable for this screw up.
DCFS made this man, Eric Johnson, a 24-year-old bachelor, the teen's foster dad. The CBS 2 investigators found he spent much of his adult life incarcerated, yet DCFS approved him to care for the 16-year-old girl.
This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, Dave. This needs to be handled.
Brenda is a member of the United States Advisory Council on Human Trafficking. She wants to know why DCFS failed to see all of the glaring red flags. We found court records showing he has 2 robbery convictions, a 3rd conviction for a federal gun charge, along with a domestic battery arrest for beating another teenage female.
Somebody looked at this guy's background and still gave him the child.
And that was a huge mistake. This needs to be fixed. We can't keep losing children like this.
In court, DCFS described how it gave Johnson custody of the girl in what is called a fictive kin placement. The fictive kin program allows friends of the child's family to apply to be foster parents. DCFS approved Johnson as a fictive kin foster parent in 2022, while still under a federal supervised release program for one of his convictions.
These kind of mistakes are life and death for our children.
What does that say when they gave this 16-year-old to this man, despite his record and despite his age?
This was a bad placement. This was a bad placement. It should have been thought out more carefully for the safety of this young lady.
When it comes to trafficking and abuse victims, DCFS has a pattern of failing to find them critical care facilities. In the case of the 16-year-old, DCFS's own hired psychologist said the teen needed a secure residential treatment facility sex trafficking program. Instead, they placed her with Johnson.
The victim here is the girl who's been put in this position with this guy, which is horrible.
Shortly after becoming the teen's foster dad, Johnson was arrested again. He's now accused of running an online prostitution business. Sex acts performed right in the living room of the same apartment.
This young lady should be been in a facility where she could get the care that she needs, and this man should have never had access to her.
Back in 2021, DCFS was also accused of mishandling a different child's case altogether after she was trafficked at a Chicago hotel. That girl was only 10 years old, and her case involved different men.
We can't keep giving children to traffickers.
I will say this. We investigate seriously and thoughtfully.
Mark Smith is the DCFS director. To be clear, this interview Smith did with CBS 2 is also from 2021, when we first started examining how DCFS handled children who were being trafficked, like the little girl in the hotel. DCFS was warned about her 13 times, yet failed to put the child into protective custody.
Like I said, we can't talk specifically about this case.
There were 13 abuse investigations involving this girl under the DCFS umbrella, and she remained in that environment. Did DCFS drop the ball?
I can't speak to any individual case, but I will.
13 different investigations. Okay, you're not in the interview.
So at that point, one of Smith's staff tried to stop the interview. 2 years later, here we are again.
This can't happen anymore. We got to get some real solid things to do for these human trafficking victims.
Brenda Myers-Powell says not much has changed when it comes to DCFS's handling of trafficking victims and finding them proper placements.
It's outgrew itself. It really needs to get an overhaul.
When it comes to that 16-year-old, it's been a year since DCFS was told she needed to be in a secure facility with a specialized program. That still hasn't happened. And when it comes to that other trafficking case with the 10-year-old at the hotel, she didn't get into a specialized program until after we brought her case to light. Dave Savini, CBS 2 Investigators.
What are y'all talking about? Do you see real from the fake? Can you understand why I'm handing out no sympathy cards for those women? These kids are in real trafficking situations, real ones. They weren't getting $5,000 a month. They were not going on shopping sprees. They weren't put in no nice clean sweatsuits to look alike. Y'all are a joke. But once again, like I said, your perspective is your reality, and what you see, y'all have no idea about stuff like that. If you understand that stuff like that is the norm in Chicago, how dare you try and say them other women are victims? Victims of what? A chronic shopping spree, a monthly shopping spree? Stop it. Who was there to help this look? And let me pull this up. Because I promise you, I think that this hotel is I think that this hotel was on, where's my Google? Is on Stony Island. By my neighborhood house. Give me a second, y'all. It's either there on King Drive. It's on the south side. Nope, it is, because I remember the look. Hold on. Friend. Let me see. Let me pull this up because I just saw that pic. Oh, let's see if this is it. No, that's a different one. I seen that one though. Where is that? Hold on. See photo. That's on. I think that's on Cottage. No, that's it. That is it. Yeah, that's it. Hold on. Where's the address at? Hold on, y'all. They saying that's on Halstead. No, this ain't the same one. This one, hold on. I know what I gotta do. Motels. I swear that one's on Stony. Motel. If you spell Stony right, you might get a better search. Hotels on Stony Island, Chicago. South Shore, Skyway. Skyway, Stony Island, Days Inn, Lux Inn. I just want to pull up the ones on. I swear that hotel looks so familiar. Imperial. No, that's not it. Yeah, Marquand, Kels went to Kenwood. Actually, let's pull that up. That hotel, I promise you, that hotel is on the south side. I've seen that before. And when I go home, I plan on grabbing some food. In Hyde Park, so I try and swing by Kenwood and give you guys a let's see, photo album, Kenwood Academy. Give you guys a first 10 look. Let me close that. Picture Kenwood High School, Chicago, Illinois. Kenwood Academy. Dang, is that hard to find a picture of the school? Jesus. Why is it so hard? I want a picture of the outside. They making it harder than it has to be, y'all. Let's see, our school. Spotlight. Hold on, let me do another search. Why is it that hard? Image. Kenwood. I guess it is Academy. Unless they changed it. But yeah, y'all want to talk about some victims. Who was there? Who was taking that 10-year-old girl on the shopping spree, huh? Who was giving her $5,000 a month? And the way it looked to me, she wasn't going on no trips across state lines. It looked like she was trapped in a greasy motel with multiple offenders. And you all want to sit up here and try and make a mockery of the situation. That's what you're doing. You're making a mockery of the situation. And you all want to sit up and say some other people are bashing. No, you're bashing real victims and you're making a mockery of a real human trafficking system that is going on in Chicago, live and every day, actively happening. You guys are pitiful. Hold on, let me see if this school comes up. Y'all, they act like they don't want to show me a picture of the outside. I didn't even know it was on 50th. They got it off 50th and Blackstone. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to pull up on the school, y'all, and get y'all the visual because I tried to it won't. I don't know what the big deal is. Show us an outside picture of the building. Am I not putting the search in right? Let me try one more thing. I put in image, I put in picture. Let me try this picture of Kenwood High School outside. Outside image. Oh my God. Let's see. School photos, stock images. Yeah, just show me a freaking picture of the school. Oh, let me go back. Look, can we see the school? Um, y'all, they are really acting like this is a conspiracy to see a picture of the school. Like, I don't understand. Okay, photo album. So they want to show everything on the inside. They don't want to give us a picture of the outside. Hold on, let me go on to this one. Sports. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. They don't want us to show us the outside building. I don't know the big deal. I guess I'm gonna have to do like go on like a Earth map or something like that and show you guys. But I'll try and pull it up next time. But yeah, let me get back to my commentary. Y'all are really a joke. You know, where were they and y'all see in this real trafficking situation, the parents aren't even in sight. These children and young adults are in wards of the state. These are true victims. You don't have parents pushing these kids into the situation, doing commentary on the situation, giving suggestions on how to stay and be in the situation. Okay, none of that. These are real victims that I showed you guys. This is really happening in Chicago. And you all want to say Kales is the monster and he's alone. None of this stuff compares to anything that happened with Kales. Okay. I just showed you all real, true situation. We're gonna play it one more time and I'm gonna get out of here. But we'll come back and talk about love and lockup because I don't think I had a chance to finish talking about that and somehow I got off track. Oh wait, let me go and pull up the stuff with for Kales real quick. Let me see if they got a clip. Calling people trying to fire on charges on kills. Are you crazy? And what you all aren't seeing is people are seeing that this is a freaking joke and they set them up. Let's see. Okay, say 3 hours ago. Let me see. Can I share it? Okay, take this, take that down. Oh, did I knock it down? Oh, wait, no, I still got it. Hold on, y'all. Let's do presents. Share. Y'all need to stop playing for real, though. Mixing up fake victims, got people's parents on the scene and site still active in these people's life, and you want to say that they are freaking trafficking victims and human traffic. I'm telling y'all, that's you making a mockery of the situation. And why is this big old stupid thing up there? Okay, hold on. Let's see, add to stream. Y'all, I don't know why this big old thing is up there. It won't let me take that down. Minnesota prosecutors dropped state sex charges against R&B singer R.Kelly, citing federal convictions. Prosecutors in Minnesota have dropped sex abuse charges against R.Kelly. R.Kelly leaves the Daily Center after hearing in his child support case on May 9, 2019. In Chicago, Minnesota prosecutors dropped sex abuse charges on Tuesday, May 16th against this disgraced. They love calling him disgraced. I don't even know why they say that. He is not disgraced. R&B superstar R. Kelly that alleged he invited a 17-year-old to his hotel room in 2001 and paid her $200 to dance naked with him. Okay. Now let's do another comparison. Okay. Jump off versus trafficking victim. All right. This is clearly a jump off. This woman was not taken this. She wasn't taken against her will. Okay. She was not clearly a willing participant. Took the 200 to dance naked with him. Okay, so I'm sorry. Do I need to play my video again? You guys have to be able to put things into perspective. That's why you and I don't agree on a lot of things, because you all don't understand what's really happening in the real world of human and sex trafficking. And this is the fake world. Okay. This is clearly him having fun with a jump off. Okay. If you want to say something about the 17-year-old, okay. But come on. She was a willing participant. They was clearly having fun. No harm was done. Okay. No harm was done. Now compare that to the video I just showed y'all. Did that 10-year-old have an escape? Did she have a parent that could come in and go on the news channel and save her? Did she even know who her mom and daddy were? Huh? I mean, be real, y'all. Stop, think, pay attention to what's really going on in life. They should have dropped it because this is some bullshit. Invited her to a hotel and paid her $200. Come on now, where's the crime at? Where's the crime? She clearly wanted to go. She went, had fun, and now she want to try and collect some restitution off the jump off event. Girl, sit down. I don't have no sympathy cards for that. I'm sorry, I don't. And I won't. prosecuting him on charges that had been dormant since being filed in 2019 wouldn't make a difference now. R.Kelly federal convictions could keep him in jail for the rest of his life. Okay, so they're using the same excuse. They saying because he got the a 30 piece in New York, the overwhelming impact of the proceeding trial in the case on the survivor, victim, the community, and Hepburn County legal system would be enormous, while a conviction would not add any additional time in prison. Okay, so once again, they don't care about the alleged victim. Okay, they're more worried about the money that it will cost. See, this is what y'all, this is the part right here that y'all don't pay attention to. They wanted Kels. They not worried about getting no justice for some young female, and probably colored, some young colored female. They don't care. Read what it says right here. The overwhelming impact of proceeding to trial in this case on the survivor, victim, the community, and the Hepburn County legal system would be enormous, while a conviction would not add any additional time in prison. Okay? They tried to say that the impact on the survivor victim. Yeah, well, she clearly wanted to go through it because she's the one that had to be with you for you all to keep the charges up there. Okay. They're talking about the money, the cost of the trial, you guys. They don't want to go through it, especially if it's not going to have no impact on him. Meaning they don't care about the alleged victim, because they already got what they wanted in totality with the New York trial. I mean, let's just say it for what it is. I know y'all hate me for breaking it down like this and analyzing it like this, but that's what it is. They don't want to spend the money because they already got Kels locked up. You are not the important person in the equation. Locking Kels up was impacting Kels' life. Okay. Would not add any additional time in prison. It would not give him more time in prison. Okay. So they're not moving forward. Kels is locked up. They don't care about this quote unquote alleged victim. Okay. It said the woman allegedly abused in Minnesota wanted to testify at trial. Anyway, her lawyer said, yeah, we know she did, but guess what? They don't give a damn about you, girl. Unfortunately, they don't care. They got Kels locked up, and it's about him. It's not about you. And when these women understand that, maybe it'll be a better day. Okay, Gloria Outridge issued a statement on behalf of the woman identified only as Jane Doe. It said what Kelly did to her has been weighing heavily on her for more than 20 years and will continue to hurt her for the rest of her life. Oh God. So you were hurt while you were dancing naked with him? You were hurt because of that? And you were 17? And you were hurt? You know what? I'm not even. I'm not even. Oh my God. I'm not even. Oh my God. I can't even go forward. Oh God. Okay, let's come back to reality. I'm not even about to entertain the foolishness. Okay, we're not even doing that. Hey, Toy. Hope I ain't missed nobody. Mark Quinn, Alice was sex trafficking as and judge and called her a stage mom to help the prosecutor. I mean, because it's like, come on. A stage mom? A what? Come on now. Okay, appreciate you. A stage mom. I mean, y'all come on, please. But let me get out of here. For those of you all who just came in, go back and watch the videos from the beginning. I paid a couple of clips, but make sure you go look at the last one. I put up real females that have been trafficked in Chicago, okay? Real victims who did not have their parents in sight, don't even know who their parents are. Parents aren't even accepting responsibility for them, might not even know where they are. You see what I'm saying? They're clearly wards of the state, got in the hands of real traffickers. Now, see, this is the thing, and that's what I said. Y'all better be glad they ran into Kels, okay? Because they make this stuff that y'all saying Kels look like a corn puff. These women, what they said, the girl, they was having activity in the front room of the apartment, having the tricks come into the front room of the apartment and was trafficking his foster child. Now you tell me, who are you gonna cry for? What situation looks real and valid? Who didn't have control? What these young girls that I showed you, were they able to leave and come back? Answer that. Were these girls that I just showed you able to leave the scene, go check on their kids, feed them some peanut butter sandwiches, and then go back to the scene and finish up what the guys wanted them to do, wanted her to do, huh? Quit playing, y'all. Quit playing. I'm telling you guys, some of y'all make me sick because y'all just have no sense of reality. Y'all just have no clue of the just. I'm sorry. It's just I don't even know what to say. Matter of fact, I might have to even play it again before we get out. Let me see if I still got it up there. Oh, I don't think I do. Hold up. Let me see. No comparison. We just gonna play the first part. It was kind of long. If I could find it again. Are you crazy? Real people out here that really can't get out of situations, that really are getting ran down, and you all want to have some girl sitting up on a documentary. Stop it. Getting paid for the documentary. And getting paid $5,000 a month from their alleged attacker, victimizer. Y'all are a joke. Like, y'all don't even have any sense of reality. Let me see. I want y'all to find this. I don't even know what search I put in for that one. Some of y'all make my blood pressure high. Let me do another search, see if I can find it again. It's pulling up some old stuff. Oh, here's one. Let's see what this one is. Oh, they don't have a video clip. Let's see. Let me put this up there. I'm just gonna let y'all see the why didn't they change the page? Yeah. Hold on. Maybe I gotta share it again. Okay, present. Stop. Oops. Present, share, share. Okay, yeah. Get a whiff of that. It's not a video, but let's read that. Suburban Chicago couple pled guilty to child labor trafficking and are sentenced to more than 6 years in federal prison. Wasn't that didn't they charge Kels with that, some type of child labor or something like that? Labor something trafficking? Maybe he's not the only one that is being accused of stuff like that. Interesting. Let me try and find this clip for y'all though. Because before I go out of here, I want to show that one more again. Because you people are delusional. Fake situations. Okay, let's see. They love going back to 2020. I want to go back to this incident that just happened. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Stop sharing this one. This might be a new one, y'all. I don't even know. There's so many. Oh, yeah, I think this is it. Let's see how long it is. Oh, it's short. But let's see. Welcome to Chicago.
Investigation. She's only 16 years. Now, a CBS 2 exclusive investigation. She's only 16 years old and already a sex trafficking victim.
So what does DCFS do? We've learned they placed her with a 3-time convicted felon who's now accused of forcing her into prostitution.
CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini has been exposing state child welfare system failures for years. He joins us now. Dave, this is hard to believe.
It is almost unreal what happened to this foster child, but the fact is, DCFS placed a child sexual assault victim into the care of a man who should have never been given a license to be a foster parent.
A troubled 16-year-old girl was sent to this apartment building by DCFS. The state agency in charge of protecting her placed her in a foster parent's home here at the corner of 80th and Hermitage. But during our years-long investigation into DCFS, the CBS 2 investigators made an astounding discovery. The licensed foster parent who the state entrusted to care for that 16-year-old girl was a 24-year-old man with a lengthy felony criminal record. His name is Eric Johnson, and he's also an accused sex trafficker.
They license him as a foster parent. They license this 24-year-old pimp as a foster parent for a 16-year-old girl who had a history of being they were paying tax money to him as a foster parent while he was trafficking a 16-year-old girl in DCFS care.
For 3 years now, we've been investigating DCFS. We've uncovered a disturbing pattern by DCFS, bouncing children from home to home and not getting kids like this girl the proper specialized care. We discovered the teen's case this week when a judge heard evidence of how DCFS hired a psychologist nearly a year ago who told the child welfare agency the girl needed to be in a secure...
Okay, now stop. Where are the parents? Okay. Hey, people always want to deflect the blame. No, why are the kids in the system in the first goddamn place? Stop the madness, okay? Don't try and deflect, okay, on the agencies. Pay attention. Where are the parents and why are these children even wards of the state? Let's stick to the focus. Let's focus on the topic. And you're right. She ain't had nothing with that no problem with that $200 though. She took that. I mean, come on. And the other video I played was better than that. Like that was just showed about this girl. I want y'all to see about that 10. Maybe I could just Google that. The 10-year-old that let me see. 10 y'all. That's sick. 10-year-old trafficked. Y'all think this is going home and taking care of the kids and coming back to a trafficking abuse situation? Shut up. Some of y'all are so stupid. Just stupid and dumb. Dumb and stupid. I said it. Yes, I name called and I meant it. I can't even find it. I should have saved it. Oh no, it wasn't on my it wasn't on my I'm gonna save it the next time I find it. But yeah, go back and watch the video. And let me try one more. Then we out. Yeah, y'all sitting up here trying to say kills cause some harm. I just showed you all what harm is. I showed you real situations with real children. Okay, wait, well, this might be it. Is this it? This might be it. Let's see. I think this is it. Can't find the video though. Okay, wait. Does this go bigger? Okay. This looks like some type of ad. Hold on. Where's the video of the incident? Okay, wait. This might be it, y'all. How long is it? Okay, wait. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Give me a second so I can pull it back up. Oops. Didn't mean to click that one. Where is the... Okay, wait. Here's StreamYard. Invite. What the heck did I do? Yeah, one more and we out. We're going to play this again. Because you all think this is a game. Is this it? Let me delete this other one. Make sure I don't pull up the wrong one. Oh, wait, that might be it. Okay, yeah, delete that. All right, you guys, I think this is it. I don't know. Wait, did I share the wrong one? I did. Shared the wrong one. Boom. There we go. Now let's try this. Okay, no sound. All right, pause it. Take it. Put it on the screen. Take it. Click on it. Make it big.
To investigator Dave Savini continues.
All right, here we go.
CBS 2 investigates a 16-year-old foster child who is a sex trafficking victim ends up in the home of a man convicted of multiple crimes. The foster dad now charged with running a prostitution business out of his home, the same home where he was supposed to be caring for her. How can this happen? CBS 2 investigator Dave Savini continues exposing a pattern of failures with DCFS.
This can't happen anymore.
Brenda Myers-Powell fights to protect human trafficking victims. She's outraged to learn DCFS approved sending a teenage sex trafficking victim to live in this Chicago apartment building with a man court records describe as a habitual criminal.
I don't want to say the word on TV. Look, this was a screw up. And people need to be held accountable for this screw up.
Girl, your
DCFS
eyebrows.
made this man, Eric
Run.
Johnson, a 24-year-old bachelor, the teen's foster dad. The CBS 2 investigators found he spent much of his adult life incarcerated, yet DCFS approved him to care for the 16-year-old girl.
This is unacceptable.
Y'all see them eyebrows?
This is unacceptable, Dave. This needs to be handled.
Brenda is a member of the United States Advisory Council on Human Trafficking. She wants to know why DCFS failed to see all of the glaring red flags. We found court records showing he has 2 robbery convictions, a 3rd conviction for a federal gun charge, along with a domestic battery arrest for beating another teenage female.
Somebody looked at this guy's background and still gave him the child.
And that was a huge mistake. This needs to be fixed. We can't keep losing children like this.
In court, DCFS described how it gave Johnson custody of the girl in what is called a fictive kin placement. The fictive kin program allows friends of the child's family to apply to be foster parents. DCFS approved Johnson as a fictive kin foster parent in 2022, while still under a federal supervised release program for one of his convictions.
These kind of mistakes are life and death for our children.
What does that say when they gave this 16-year-old to this man, despite his record and despite his age?
This was a bad placement. This was a bad placement. It should have been thought out more carefully for the safety of this young lady.
When it comes to trafficking and abuse victims, DCFS has a pattern of failing to find them critical care facilities. In the case of the 16-year-old, DCFS's own hired psychologist said the teen needed a secure residential treatment facility sex trafficking program. Instead, they placed her with Johnson.
The victim here is the girl who's been put in this position with this guy, which is horrible.
Shortly after becoming the teen's foster dad, Johnson was arrested again. He's now accused of running an online prostitution business. Sex acts performed right in the living room of the same apartment.
This young lady should be been in a facility where she could get the care that she needs. And this man should have never had access to her.
Back in 2021, DCFS was also accused of mishandling a different child's case altogether after she was trafficked at a Chicago hotel. That girl was only 10 years old, and her case involved different men.
We can't keep giving children to traffickers.
I will say this. We investigate seriously and thoughtfully.
Mark Smith is the DCFS director. To be clear, this interview Smith did with CBS 2.
Okay, so you see? Do you see the comparison? Okay. I want you guys to stop coming to my world. Okay. When you are familiar, more than familiar with situations like that, people in Chicago and people in cities like Chicago are familiar with such things. It's a norm. It's customary. It happens all the time. Okay. There's nothing new to us. Those situations are nothing new. And remember what I told you about 79th Street? That was off 80th and Hermitage, okay? Where he was trafficking that girl. I told y'all to stay away from the 9. I'm laughing, but very serious. I told y'all about 79th Street. Stay away from it. But anywho, yeah. Come into our world and see. That's stuff like that happens all the time. But it's real. So when you all have a situation where you have a documentary created and you have situations where women are on tour buses, traveling the world with the king of R&B, going on shopping sprees, collecting a check and having fun and dancing and stop. It is a mockumentary of real human trafficking situations, which is what I just showed you. And I'm talking about that. It's happening right now as we speak in Chicago in multiple locations. Like, y'all need to have a sense of reality. I hope I've had the ability to provide it for you so you all could really have a different perspective on these things, okay? And really see what a real situation looks like, what a real victim looks like, and what really looks like harm has been done. And you see harm has been done. 10 years old in a little nasty motel. And I think that might be on Halstead, but I promise you, I think that's that hotel over on Cottage Grove. It's a hotel over there that looks just like that. But when I go home, I'm just gonna have to go whoop and see which hotel that was. But yeah, imagine being in there 10 years old, 10, where these big old grown men are pimping you out and probably taking turns with you. Ew, Lord, pray for the children. And where were the parents? Why are these kids in foster care? You know, how do they get there? What's happening? It's something in our community, you guys, and that's what needs to be addressed. It takes a village. It still takes a village. This behavior is unacceptable. But I'll try and come back again and we'll talk about love and marriage, Huntsville a little bit more, and love and lock up. I don't think I did no commentary on that. But as always, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Do everything in God's divine order. Do everything in the spirit of righteousness to make sure righteousness prevails. Skylife loves y'all. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because I will be putting the chat back on subscriber only mode very soon. And stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Don't compare real situations to fake manufactured made up situations. As we all see that the documentary was fake. And it is it's a mockery of real women, females being trafficked of all ages. Think, people. Use your senses. What eyes, ears, sense of smell. I mean, come on, pay attention. You got to do better though. You all just let people put anything in your face and sell you anything, and you all believe it. It's sad. Skylife loves y'all. Have a good day.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.